Hi, folks. That was
Hi.
fast. Turned it on at 5:02 and we were talking, and all of a sudden it's 7 o'clock. So, hi, everybody. Jennifer. For
Hello.
anybody new, that's Jennifer. I'm Gary. Beth and her husband are doing some plumbing, and
Fun.
Cindy is with her group stitching in a library. That is one of the coolest ideas.
Oh yeah.
Stitch in public like that. Yep, they go to the library and just stitch.
I
That's very.
went I went with someone out here to the library to sit and stitch, and there were older, and she's older, but there were other older patrons in the library, and we were talking quietly. They weren't happy about it.
Oh my.
We got dirty looks like you would not believe. And she went up to the librarian lady and it was like, "Is there a room we can have? Because we're really making people mad." And the
Wow.
librarian lady said it's fine if we sit out there and stitch and talk, but people were giving us double looks. I mean, we were incurring the wrath. So
Well,
we went and got a room. It was bad. It was real
wow.
bad. Yeah.
Wow. Lighten up, folks.
Yeah. So we got a room so we could
Yeah.
just talk all we wanted.
That's part of it. All
Uh-huh.
right, so welcome back, folks. Now, I said twice in October we were going to have nothing on a week. So next week there will not be a podcast or a Wednesday podcast or a show because I have to go do the paying job gig. But then we'll be back after that to a more regular thing. So sorry about that, but they say you got to go, you got to go. So that's next Wednesday. There will not be either. And then this Sunday, our guest is Christine Miller. And Christine, it was February 19, 2022. We talked with Christine Miller. And Christine weaves, she's a weaver, and she uses wire. So she weaves with wire. Wire is the warp. And then the weft is whatever she wants it to be for whatever art she's creating. And we said at the time she was working on a new book, and so we said at the time that we would have her back when the book came out. Well, the book is out now, Weaving with Wire.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah, and
Okay. I was
her
like, I missed that.
her art,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Pretty
is amazing.
neat. That's
So
awesome.
and of course the reaction is going to be, all right, I'm never going to weave. I don't care about this, and I'm certainly not going to weave with wire because it's a fairly advanced technique, like quite advanced.
Okay. Oh wow.
But this book, I'm really glad I have a copy. Because she's an
Cool.
art teacher. She's a former art teacher, and she has a whole section in this book on the art process, the creative process, the mental process, how you go about it, the various factors that are involved, all from her teaching years. And so
Okay.
this book, even if you never weave anything, to me is worth owning because that whole big section in there on the whole art process and the
Right.
creativity process, it's really excellent. And this is just a beautiful book anyway. I mean, if you like just
Yeah.
good textile art stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that section is worth it. But like, here's some more of her art.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. But she's quite a lady. So we recorded that this morning actually. Here,
Oh neat.
yeah. But
That's cool.
if you're someone who's interested in the art, the process of art, uh, and like to have books that talk about those things, this book is one to seriously consider. It's a beautiful book. Thirty-five
Yeah.
dollars. $35 is the price. So it's not the usual $60 or $70
Mm-hmm.
hobby book price. So 35 bucks, Amazon, wherever. But anyway, that's Sunday's guest, and she's just a treat to talk to, and really was glad to have her back. So Christine Miller on Sunday. So check that out and consider the book.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. I love weaving, but you need to get that area arranged. I tell you, Sandy, when I'm reading the book to get ready for the interview, I actually stopped and looked up to see how much looms would cost me if I bought one,
Oh,
because it was really
yeah. It
tempting.
depends on the kind of loom you get too.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
Like I
range.
just have
Yeah.
a rigid heddle, and that was not too horribly expensive. But if you get like a floor loom, that thing needs a whole room,
Right. Right.
and they're expensive. And
Well,
now
much
that
of
Urian's out of my room upstairs, I can get my weaving back out.
there we go. Most of what she talks about is stuff that fits on a table. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, that was it was just so much fun to talk to her about art, textile art, and
Yeah.
so that's Sunday. And consider the book. I do not think you'll be disappointed. It's just beautifully put together too. Giveaway tonight. We're giving away 3 things, and for anybody who's new, you sent it's for people who are participating in the live show only, because we do the drawing right after the show, and it's right down here at the bottom. You send an email during the show, anytime during the show, to Gary@WeTalkFiber.com, and in the subject line, we're giving away 2 different kinds of things. So you can enter in both, one or the other. It doesn't matter, just don't only enter once in each one. So you would send an email for the Avlia kits. So Gary@WeTalkFiber.com, subject line, you just put Avlia, spell it right, or you'll end up in the inbox you don't want to be in. And then your name and address in the body. Then if you want the Sue Reed design kit, if you want to be in the drawing for that, you send a second email and you put Reed in the subject line. So you'd have to, if you want to be in both, you got to send 2 emails or send one or the other, but only enter once for each one. And then we'll do the drawing afterwards. So the kit for Sue Reed is Starry Night. It's Sue's
Ooh, pretty.
designs, and this picture doesn't even come close to
Wow.
here's the kit.
Oh, so
So
pretty.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah. So
goodness.
look at this picture, the actual
Yeah.
threads. Yeah, okay, you can tell it's going to be impressive. Now, one thing that I forget who gave this kit to give away, but you can see that the canvas is folded. And normally that is, I just throw it away or cut it up or whatever. I unfolded this to see if it was actually creased, and it's not. So I think you can use this piece, because it's already taped and everything. I think you can use this piece and you won't have a crease, because when I opened it up, there was no crease. So I think you're okay. But if not, it's a 10 by 10 piece of 18 count canvas. So it's, no big deal.
Okay.
But
Yeah. So it's
you
not
can tell
massive.
those colors are just spectacular. So you send an email to Gary@WeTalkFiber.com, and you put Read in the subject line. That gets you in the drawing for this one. Do it during the show, because I do the drawing right after the show. So, and every week I get half dozen people who the next day send one in, and sorry, it's over.
Yeah.
And then Krista West, Avlia, always keeping us supplied with things to give away, and we really appreciate it. Please support Krista. She's a regular advertiser, a sponsor of shows, and she is so kind. I don't ask for these. They just show up.
Oh.
I mean, they literally just show up. I'll get a package, and it's from Krista. So this
Hmm.
one is a full kit, Oak Park Diamonds. Oak Park Diamonds. And
We.
Pamela is her person, and she must watch the show. I don't know if she does or not, but hi, Pamela, if you do. But she didn't seal them up. She didn't seal up the glassine package so that I could show the kit. But there's the threads.
Oh. Wow.
That's the colors.
Yeah.
So
Very pretty.
yeah, and this is the full kit. So you get the. Sorry for all the rattling, but you get
Yeah. It's not that bad.
the cloth and everything. So.
Pretty.
So that's one Avlia, and you get a needle, the whole deal. So that's one that you can enter to win, Oak Park Diamonds. And then the other is Tuscan Bergamot.
Oh my gosh. It's so
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Look at that. Look at that. I like that one.
All of her stuff is so gorgeous.
Yeah. So Tuscan bergamot, and that's the full kit too. I won't take the threads out because, well. Yeah, look how rich that is.
Oh my, it's nice.
Yeah. So those two, if you send an email and put Avlia in the subject line, you'll get in the drawing. So send those emails right away if you want to be in the drawings. One, the other, or both. Send them right away so you don't forget. But I'll leave it up on the bottom of the screen all throughout the show. And please support Krista and Avlia Folk Embroidery. She cranks out stuff. Get on her mailing list because she does a good job with the newsletter and keeping you up to date on all the things she's doing. And she is just a machine. So very appreciate her sending those and making it possible to give all this stuff away when we do these shows. And just very kind of her. And so please support her too. Is that yellow? I have an intense aversion to red and yellow next to each other.
Sorry. You must hate fall. It's a good thing you live in Colorado where you only get one color.
I don't think so. I'm going to say no.
Looks like there's some gold there.
Yeah, some gold, but not yellow.
But it's just hints, it's highlights.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no. No, I don't think so. She also has those as PDF downloads. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Explore her site. Go to her site.
She's got that app.
Yep.
Remember how she's got that app?
Yep.
All kinds of stuff happens on the app.
Yeah, get the app. She does have PDF downloads. She has all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's a website that when you go to the homepage, it doesn't give you the impression that there's a lot there, but if you start poking around, it just keeps going and going and going. Yeah. I'm not bothered by the quilt, which is interesting. Oh.
My red and yellow right here touching. They're canoodling right there. Sorry.
It's a nice quilt.
Why, thank you. I designed it and hand stitched it all by myself.
Well, it's beautiful. Yeah. So, yes. So that's the deal. Send your stuff in. Yeah. You'll be glad you did if you win.
Yeah.
I was gonna two things
Name of
here.
the app, I don't remember.
Huh?
Just wanted to know the name of the app. Let's see.
Oh, the Avlia app?
Yeah, it's called Avlia Folk Embroidery. All smushed together is the app. There we go. My iPad has a lovely update where I can like swoosh us kind of away, but it doesn't cut me off. So then I can look at my iPad and then I can bring it back and it just goes up in the little corner, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. So now I can look at stuff and
Yeah.
not have to lose my YouTube connection.
Yes. We like that. Technology.
No.
Remember also the Painter's Threads kit. That is still available. $35. This is a picture of the kit, and this is just adding to stash. That's still available at threadnuts.com. So I just remind you of that. That is a really excellent buy. And my printer died. I ordered a new one. It was supposed to be delivered today. It was coming FedEx. I saw the FedEx person leave our little circle of homes and went out to get it, and it wasn't there. And I got a notice later, for technical issues, it wasn't delivered. Yeah, he just forgot. So that was, yeah, that was annoying.
Well, it might have gotten held up somehow at the warehouse or something.
It was out for delivery. He just didn't deliver it. Yeah, no, I'm not giving him any break. So, so that sampler package now. So I had to get away from the picture. is 3 skeins of pearl cotton number 5, a skein of pearl cotton number 3, skein of pearl cotton number 8, 2 skeins of braided cotton, skein of shimmer, a skein of metallic braid, either size 4 or 8, skein of soft cotton, and a skein of gimp. And it's about an $80 value that you get for 35 bucks, and that's postage included. So you're just laying out the 35 bucks for some fun threads. So threadnuts.com is where you go, and it's not on the home page, but if you shop, it shows up right away. So just remind you of that. And then, that got me thinking about floss of the month things, because Kim at Sassy Jack's has been doing the Cosmo Floss Club.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still available. That's 24 bucks, and she sends a batch every time of Cosmo, and you can get the variegated or the solid. There's really 2 clubs. Because I was thinking, where else can we add to our stash? And then Hand Dyed Fibers has the Floss of the Month group, and that's solid or variegated, and that's 30 bucks, and you can do an auto ship on that. That's a weird one. If you go to Hand Dyed Fibers and go into the shop thing, it's just in amongst, it's not set aside. So it's like Floss of the Month, number 27 or 25 or 1 or 2. So you kind of have to search for it. But it says there you can send an email and she'll put you on an automatic shipping thing. And then Appleton Wool has a thing, and that wool is beautiful. It's 10 pounds British sterling. I didn't convert it, probably a little bit more, and then I don't know what the shipping is, probably twice. But anyway, they also have one. So those are 3. I'm sure there's 1,000 people who have floss clubs, but those are just 3 that I picked out just because I thought, hey, I wonder what else people have. So I need to do the Cosmo Club. So yes, that's I have a whole rack of it. Yeah, this is when you do the Floss Club, this is one, and I just do the solids, but this is one shipment.
Wow.
For
That's a lot of
24
flosses.
bucks. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't remember if shipping is included or not, but yeah, that's one.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I just got the solids, but I have a lot of Cosmo floss by being in the Sassy Jack's Club, which is nice to have. Yeah. Yeah. So check those things out. And let's see, what else? Oh, we talked about, when Jennifer and I did the thing last week, we were talking about milliner's needles. And
Oh yeah. I haven't tried it yet.
and bouillon and French knots, because we were talking about how people struggle with
Getting over the head of the yeah.
Kathy, I checked, the Cosmo Club is available on Kim's site. Whether she's shipping or not, I don't know, but you can certainly sign up, and then she'll take care of you one way or another. How does Cosmo compare in stitching to DMC? Equally as good, if not maybe a little smoother, I think. But
I don't know. I haven't tried it. I good with DMC.
Yeah, it's a really smooth. It's a beautiful thread. It's really smooth. I'm going to say it's the equivalent of DMC. It's not.
Okay.
It's not like it's a step down. It's easily the equivalent, and I think it's a little bit smoother than DMC, but that just could be my own perception. But yeah, you won't go wrong, not at all. It's beautiful thread. But yeah, so sign up for that. But anyway, so we were talking about milliner's needles, and how for French knots, I mean bullion knots, it's accepted that that's the way to go. But French knots, and Becky Gooten wrote to me, I guess. I just wanted to add my 2 cents that a milliner's needle is essential for bullion knots. French knots and
Mm-hmm.
colonial knots. The latter two are doable with any needle, but it's amazing the difference that you will feel having those knots slide right off a milliner's needle. I did an EGA project a year ago. Get this. I did an EGA project a year ago that included 435 bullion knots.
Wow. It's a lot.
Okay, that'd make me run and hide. Believe me, believe me, I thought I was going to go crazy, but the milliner's needle made such a huge difference. I actually enjoyed stitching them. So,
Nice.
yeah. So, basically, I think it's good if you're going to do that, those kinds of knots, to have a couple of milliner's needles sitting around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I've been so busy with other things. So
Yeah.
many other things I've been doing, so haven't gotten to it yet.
The
But I will.
Clara Warshower's frog that Beth and Sydney and I are
Oh,
doing, it comes with, in her little set of things, it comes with a couple of number 10 milliner's needles. And
nice.
she uses those when you're going through layers of padding and stuff because they're
Mm-hmm.
longer and smoother. They don't get hung up. But a number 10, it would probably be a good place to start for milliner's needles. But yeah, worth owning. Good to have in the package. So, and thanks to Becky for sharing those thoughts. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and speaking of the frog, she's not teaching it online for a while, but she's going to teach her fish. Let me see if I did the picture. Hang on just a second. This is this is the
Oh,
little frog.
cute. Oh
He's
my
so darn cute.
goodness. Yes. So
And
that's what it'll look like after you get it all. Because I've
yeah,
seen just, I guess it's the felt that's been stuffed and stitched
right,
down.
right.
Okay.
That's what he's going to look like when he's all done. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Little guy.
Super cute.
Yeah. And so
Super
here's
cute.
here's where my frog is at. It's hard to show, but I have his eyes in.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't see him because black, but when I put the gold around,
Yeah.
but that's him. So
Oh.
it's it's not it's like an inch long. It's a tiny little
Mm-hmm.
project. Yeah,
That's cute.
but a couple of things that happened to
Nice.
me in doing that, and it's really good. Clara Warschauer, we did a show with her some time ago. Um, she's really good. She's fantastic, and she did 2 online classes for this, and really did a great job. But I wanted to talk about because it made me haul out some things I'd bought a long time ago to trace the pattern on here.
Oh.
And
Mm-hmm.
I bought them when I started a couple of Trish Burr embroidery things.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was, you had to trace the pattern. And I thought, oh, good, now I got to tape it up on the window. And then I remembered that I bought a long time ago this LED drawing tracing pad.
Right.
And this lights up. You just plug in a
Mm-hmm.
USB-C thing on the end and it lights up. And I forgot that I had this because I used it a couple times and then it just got put away. I got it out and I thought, oh great,
Oh.
this thing won't work. But sure, it fired right up. I think I got it at Amazon. But
Okay.
it's a glass surface, so I just used artist tape and taped it down. Worked like a dream. And this was not, this was cheap. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. This was cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But for occasional use, an excellent one. So I was really glad I had that because that really helped. And then I had purchased, because when it comes to tracing things, one of the standard things is a pencil, a number 4 pencil.
Okay.
That's
Is that soft, like soft and
hard.
light, so it doesn't,
No, ultra
or
hard.
hard the other way? Okay.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
confused as to which way
yeah.
makes it not so dark.
No, number one is crumbly. Number 2 you can write with. Number 4 is really hard.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I bought this, but I'm not a fan of pencils on cloth because I always feel like every time the thread goes through, it's going to drag some graphite, and it probably doesn't
Yep.
matter, but not a fan. But I
No, I
had
know
bought,
what you mean.
yeah, Natalie Dupuy suggested her favorite thing for tracing is this Sakura. If I can get it.
Oh, is that just like a Pigma pen?
Yeah, Sakura Micron Pigma
I have a bunch of those.
005.
hmm
Yeah.
I have a lot
SA,
of those for making quilt labels and writing, but
oh,
I use them. I do use them because, especially if you get a really fine one.
well, yeah, this is really
Yeah.
fine. Like,
The 005. I think that's as fine as it goes, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really fine. And so I've used it a couple of times, and I thought, well, I'm going to use it on here because I don't like pencil. But sometimes on cloth, you know how ink will bleed out. Like if you touch it,
Yeah.
it'll. This doesn't. At least it didn't
Yeah.
on this.
I've never had it happen with the Pigma pen.
Well, it didn't. See
Yeah.
that? Those are nice crisp lines I got. No
hmm
bleeding whatsoever. So
Very nice.
yeah, so that really sold me on the Sakura pens. And it is, you're right, the 005 is, it's so fine that you can get a real nice fine
Yeah.
line. So easily covered up with the, because I got to outline all that with gold pearl. And
Mm-hmm.
that'll easily cover up, no problem at all. So, so that, you know, if you're going to do that kind of tracing stuff, the Sakura Micron Pigma 005,
Mm-hmm. You
as
can get them
recommended.
at quilt stores. You can get them at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I think, too. In the art supply section, you can buy Pigma pens.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
Quilt stores have them.
Waterproof and fade-proof fine lines. Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever I would do a quilt label, I'd write it out, and then you take the iron, a hot iron, and you press it to really set the ink.
Oh,
So
okay.
when you wash it in the future, it doesn't really, it helps it not fade,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's fade proof. When you wash stuff, it
Yeah.
fades. So.
Yeah. Sounds good going in. Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
So you just so those little labels you sew on in the corner then, so you just iron that
Yeah,
and that sets the. Oh, okay.
I don't know. You probably can't read it because it's way far, but
No, but that's all right.
there's my label.
So you just write on cloth and then iron it.
Yeah, and then I applique it on to the
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this does, Sandy had asked what the quilt pattern name was. I I know there's some sort of a name, I don't remember. It's just a basic all over patterns. And I can't remember the name. I'm sure there's one, and my mind just doesn't want to think about it right now. It's like, no, I don't know.
Let's see. Secure.
Ah, so I don't remember.
That's all right.
I think I had my electric quilting software, and I designed it in there, and it was just one of the blocks that was in there, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I put it
Yeah.
on, and then I colored it and stuff.
Yeah.
So
That is. I like that. It's pretty.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So there's the pen. Yeah. If you're going to do tracing, I would recommend. I would recommend that you have a 4H pencil because sometimes. Well, for instance, the Kathy Anderson crewel embroidery piece I'm using, when she traced the thing, she had forgotten to draw in some lines for the leaf veins. So rather than make a big production out of it with this,
Oh,
I just took the pencil and just lightly put them in so I'd have a guide to stitch. So, you know, that it's
right.
handy for that, a 4H ultra hard. This is graphite drawing. I don't, oh, here's the brand, Kimberly. I'm sure I got it at an art store. Kimberly
Yeah,
pencil,
yeah.
4H graphite drawing. So handy to have around, but then these Sakuras for tracing. Yeah, see, in inherited, that's, you know, that's where, yeah, I think a thicker lead mechanical pencil, it's the hardness of the lead.
Yeah, because I've done some hand sewing where I've drawn the lines with just my regular pencil, my lead mechanical pencil. And I mean, it doesn't matter for the thread because it doesn't show, but I do notice that the thread gets a little bit dirty from the pencil.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's inside the seam, so it doesn't show, so it doesn't matter. But even then, it bugs me. I'm like,
Right.
oh.
Right.
So now I've got my Micron pens, my Pigma pens that I use instead because
Yeah.
then it gets on your fingers too, and then you could get it on the fabric and stuff. And I'm
Right.
using white, so
Right. Oh yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
with you. I'm with you 100%. The hard number 4, that doesn't put down as much graphite, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
an issue. Oh, I'm with you 100%. And
Yeah.
if you're stitching with white thread, oh man, yeah, no,
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
It definitely it gets things dirty.
yeah, not interested. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, that was things that I had purchased long ago and just hadn't used, and for this frog, here they are, useful. But that light table, this light pad is, I mean, it's been so long, I don't even know what I spent for it, but I knew it
Yeah.
wasn't much.
I've got one of the boxy ones because I
Uh-huh.
bought it probably 15 years ago for quilting. But it has this little stand that angles it up so that it angles so you can write
Oh,
on it easier
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. Or you
yeah.
can use your phone flashlight underneath a piece of Tupperware or something, you know.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
There are other ways of doing it. Or, your window, the tape.
Yeah, if you're only
But
going to do it once in a blue moon,
yeah.
the window is the way to go. Just tape it on the window on a sunny day and go for it. But here, I just realized I had a cord right here behind me.
Oh,
So,
gonna blind us.
yeah, no, but
Oh no, it didn't. Cool.
doesn't the camera compensates, of course, doesn't help. But
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, it's handy to have around, and
Nice.
it's uh, what is it? Yeah, 14 inches long by 9 by 14. So it's a cake pan. So
Nice.
if you
Yay.
can iron Congress cloth, if so, what is the process? Um, I would think so. Why couldn't you iron it?
I don't know. Not something I've ever played with, so I don't know.
Because there isn't a lot of sizing in that.
Right.
Not
So you
not
should
like
just be able to just put it down and iron it.
yeah. Maybe spray some best press on it.
Yeah. Try a
I,
corner and see what it does.
yeah, but I don't know why you couldn't.
Yeah.
It's just cotton thread. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with Jennifer. Yeah, fold over a corner, iron it flat, see what happens. But I don't know why you couldn't do it. Can't imagine you could hurt it.
Yeah.
But a little best press will help keep the what stiffness there is there. But it isn't really even very stiff fabric. So
Mm-hmm. Right.
go for it, Rick. Go for it.
Try it out.
I don't like pencil on cloth either. Graphite doesn't do. Yeah, I don't. BAPS. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I don't think you can wet Congress cloth. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I've never had to. I've always just bought it rolled up, but it's so flimsy that yeah. Yeah, it's worth an experiment. Buy an extra scrap. When they cut it out, say, hey, I'll take that little tab hanging out there and play with it. But
Yeah.
I can't imagine you could hurt it. Crying out loud. Yeah. And best press is kind of a sizing, so
Yeah.
I'd go for it. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, we can't give you a definitive answer, but maybe somebody will pop in. Yeah. I mean, and that's just it. I've got a yard of Congress cloth over here in the closet, but it's all rolled up. I mean, there's no creases or anything in it. So that's the
Right.
trouble with that stuff. Yeah. So, oh, I wanted to show, speaking of stash building, and Jennifer's got some work that she's going to show us too. But look around. Look around. Designers sometimes will have these sampler boxes or sampler things. And Clara Washour, she puts together boxes. I can't show it because it will fall all over, as you can see. But this is all goldwork thread.
Oh,
And
wow.
and so she, wait, last thing I want to do is roll a chair wheel over the top of a goldwork thread.
Oh, yeah.
But she has these boxes that you can buy that have samples, different colors, different kinds of goldwork thread.
Cool. Those are pretty.
Oh yeah. And so you can buy them, and then you can play around. Like the frog on its back there, she has them all one color, but I'm going to use some different colors now out of this thing. But this is just fun stuff to have of all kinds. I mean, look at that. Black, couple. But yeah, it's just this box is full of these things, all these little, and it's enough to do something with them. It's not just a little sample you can't do anything
Right.
with. But look for that from people. Yeah, the colors are amazing because having that stuff around to play with is. And then she throws in some beads,
Oh, cute.
tubes of beads.
Wow.
It's just a collection of stuff, and
Nice.
you can play like obviously this is goldwork stuff, but this is embellished something else stuff too.
Yeah, yeah.
So look for that kind of thing. But yeah, check out Clara Washour's website. It was a couple months ago we did a show with her, maybe longer. She's terrific. But yeah, it's another one. Cut bullion. I don't know. Play stuff. Check it out. Yep. So, okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Gay Ann's E-Week sale starting at 8 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I knew there was something I wanted. That drawn thread sampler. Yeah, Sue, 18-point needlepoint canvas. Yeah, you don't want to get that wet. But Congress cloth is 24 or 6 thread, and that's a flimsy cloth. I can't imagine it would hurt anything. Yeah, I would never get the 18 count wet because it would lose its stiffness, and then it makes it hard to do a lot of those stitches. So that's tomorrow. I'd lost track. Tomorrow at 11 Eastern. Because she's gonna have that drawn thread sampler. It's gonna be behind one of her mystery doors. Yeah, I want to make sure I get that. Yeah. Jennifer, love your
Navita
top.
likes my top.
Oh, there we go.
It's looking on the video. It's looking like really like whoa, like the colors are coming through. Thank you.
Use a micron pen and draw on it. Okay.
I know it does look like one of those coloring books where it's
Yeah.
been drawn and then you color in.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
No. No.
This wasn't a DIY,
No.
but you could.
Yeah. Yeah. 24 count for Congress cloth. Yeah. Go for it, Rick. I don't think you'll hurt it. But do a scrap or a corner. Claire's website. Maybe I'm spelling her name wrong. Hang on.
Can you hear the sirens?
Nope.
okay, good, because man, something's going on somewhere in town. It's
Well,
been going on for like almost 10 minutes now. It's just sirens like crazy.
there. Yeah, fortunately, you don't have to spell the wash hour part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Claire Stitching. She's fantastic. Well, listen to the show. You'll get a sense. She just was really fantastic, and she did a really good job with the classes with the frog. That was a lot of fun. So very clear, easy to follow, extra ideas for how you might go off the reservation a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sale on donuts and coffee. What?
Oh, the sirens.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay, okay.
Duncan
I'm,
having a sale?
I'm connected now.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay.
funny.
All right. All right. Play along there.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
That's funny. Well, out here we have a Dunkin' Donuts on like every other corner, so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. In the East, that's just craziness in the East. Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
remember last time I was in Boston remarking to Marga, geez, you can't even finish one donut and you're at another shop, you know?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
yeah. I don't know why that is, but
everywhere. People out here like their Dunkin' coffee. I only like it if there's an accompanying donut. Other
oh,
than that, not so much.
oh. Now, see, that's what Marga drinks. She buys it at the grocery store. She likes the Dunkin' coffee.
Oh,
She doesn't like Starbucks. She thinks it's too heavy and bitter.
see, I think Dunkin's too heavy and bitter. But I go to this Daybreak Coffee Roasters in Glastonbury and I buy this Sumatra organic coffee that they grind for me. And
Oh,
it doesn't have that metallic taste. You know how a lot of
oh,
coffee has that metallic aftertaste? It's not there. It's
oh,
awesome.
okay.
I've been buying that for almost a year now.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not a coffee
Yep.
drinker, so I don't have the
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do.
Diet Pepsi. If the Diet Pepsi isn't right, I noticed that, but
Oh, diet's bad for you.
I know.
I'm
Don't lecture me.
allergic to sugar free. I'm very allergic, like
Oh,
hardcore.
see, I drink too much of it to drink the regular stuff because holy smokes. Yeah. Oh, Sue Hennig signed up for Under the Garden Moon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like the one that I'm doing, like I didn't know if you were still able on her website to sign up for the because I'm doing it a different way.
Signed up for the Under the Garden Moon series. So I don't know.
Cool. So the little book, is it the little book? Tell us.
Susan, tell us. Is it the little book?
Yes.
What is it?
I know. Because there's so much on there. She has so much on her website that I'm just like, oh my gosh. I still have to start that. I've been doing, you should see everything I've done that I've
Well,
needed
show
to get
us.
done.
Show us. We got time. Go.
Okay. So, you know, I like doing some of the stitching with the housewives stuff.
Okay, wait. Let
So
me do you full. Let me do you full screen here. Hang on.
okay. Oh, I'm half full screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
Okay. Landed in the ER because of sugar free. Yeah, I'm allergic to sugar free. I discovered that way back when they first came out with the stuff back in the 80s when I was in junior high. And I had either a sip of, I think it was the sugar free gum. And man, it doesn't like me and I don't like it. All kinds of problems. So this is that home series, you know, the wreath.
I don't follow them, so I'm no help. But that is
I know,
beautiful.
what's it? Home is where the wreath is. And so I stitched them all, and then I did them on 18 count, so it's smaller than they usually do it on 14 count. But I did it on 18 because I didn't want it so big. And then you change these out, and see, there's a little magnet and a
Oh.
washer.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and then check this out. I bought. Usually they either use hot glue or Vanna likes to use that that tacky glue, whatever it's called. I bought I think from Fat Quarter Shop, this stuff called stitchery tape. It's for double-sided tape for mounting, and it's like acid-free and all that. And I used that on the back instead of glue or hot glue.
Oh.
And it works fantastic. Fast and easy, no mess, no burning your fingers, no getting gluey mess everywhere. And I love it. So that's what I used for this. And then they have ones for every month.
So the O is the what changes for
Yeah,
every
the O
month.
changes, the rest of it stays.
Okay.
It's a little
And you
crooked
mounted
now,
it on
but
the
ta-da!
gingham check background?
Yeah, that's their stitching with the housewives fabrics.
Okay.
People who know.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't follow them at all. So
Yeah, and
that's
then
well. Wait. Don't be
what?
putting that aside. Back it up a little
Seriously?
bit so we can see the whole thing here.
And you could also put it horizontal.
Yeah.
All I have to do is rotate the letters.
That's pretty cool. Now
So whichever way you want it to
the
go.
H and M and E, they're just single color. Or is that a variegated?
It's just single. I wasn't gonna. There's no way I'm spending money and time doing each X individually. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
No.
So that and that's just all on black cloth then.
Yeah, black Ada, 18
Okay.
count.
That looks really great.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
And the boards from Hobby Lobby. Just go watch their show. She'll tell you all about it.
Sue wants to see the tape label again.
Oh, part of it's ripped off, but
Stitchery
I think
tape.
I got it. Yeah, I think I got it from Fat Quarter Shop when I was ordering the Stitching with the Housewives fabric bundle that I bought.
No.
So, yes, I love it. It's a big old roll. And because it's skinny, I just cut the length and I just cut it in half. So, and then they had these cute they do these little circle thingies, roundabouts. So I made all the little roundabouts for the flowers, sunflowers. Where are they all?
Sorry, I was checking settings here. Go back, show.
Oh, I'm not muted, am I?
No, I was just making sure.
What am I doing? Okay. So these are all their little sunflower roundabouts, which I thought were really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mounted them and I did the stitch pulling, and I didn't do the cross stitching thing, like you do. Yeah, it's all good. And then I got these at Hobby Lobby, and they showed them. And I am going to put another circle of that black gingham behind this.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't done that part yet.
Then you're going to magnet them on there?
I'm going to glue them on. And I bought these big sticks that I'm going to glue on, and then I'm going to put them in like a flower arrangement kind of thing.
Oh.
When I get it done, I'll show a picture.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. That works out.
I know, those are
That's
super
nice.
cute.
Hold another one up against that flower thing.
Let's see. Like I said, the black. Oh, oops! I don't want to put that on that.
So there'll be a little border of the check around the outside.
Yeah, like imagine a little bit of the black gingham.
Yep.
And it'll be really cute.
Yeah, that's neat. Good idea.
Yeah, isn't that cute? Somebody on Instagram did it, and I was like, oh, and she put them all on sticks, and then she has like a can or a vase that's maybe a foot, 2 feet tall, and has some greenery in it, and then she stuck these in like picks, and I just went mad in my brain. I was like, I have to do that. That is so cute.
So what, you stick them in like floral foam or something?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna I have the big canister thingy, almost like a milk can, but without the handles. And I'm going to put some chicken wire over, so when I put my picks and stuff in, they don't just flop to the sides.
Yeah.
They stay. I'm going to use chicken wire to keep them where I want them.
That'll be cool.
And then, whenever fall is over, I'm not going to use the sunflowers, but I found these are by Doreen Jones. And I'm gonna put these inside one of those little black pie tins, those little tart pans.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
seen how
yeah.
they do the little tart pan,
Right.
and I'm gonna use those. And I saw these cute pumpkin picks at Hobby Lobby, and I matched the orange a little bit to the pumpkin so it kind of goes together. And those will go in. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that'll work. Oh,
I know, I've been busy.
yeah, you have.
I know, I've got all this extra energy these days. And then I'm doing the La Di Da Witch Witch.
Yep.
Isn't it cute? And this is fabric that I tried dyeing for another project, and I'm like, oh, I wanted it to be kind of a light peach. Oh, let's add just a touch more orange, and it came out orange.
Yeah. But perfect for
So
that.
yeah, I was like, well, it'll be good for Halloween,
Right.
and it is.
Yeah. Cool.
Cute.
Oh, yeah, we need to do a shout out to Sharon Bruce for turning you on to the human being diet, which
Yes.
is working wonders
Thank you,
for you.
Sharon.
Yeah. Sharon will be
Lost
listening
10
tomorrow,
pounds
so
in 2 weeks.
how many?
10 pounds in 2 weeks. My
In two
husband's
weeks.
lost 15.
But see that we're not going to do a diet show here, but
I
10
know.
pound 10 pounds in 2 weeks in your situation really in my view immaterial because your headaches and the other things that
Yeah.
you are are greatly minimized if not gone away.
All
So
my brain fog.
yeah,
Like,
whatever you
I
weigh
would get up.
is whatever you weigh
Yeah.
is almost immaterial because yeah,
And she even says it in her book, the Petronella, that Ravenshire that wrote the book. You
mm-hmm,
can get on Amazon. Um, she says in there that the weight loss is just secondary to improving your nutrition.
mm-hmm,
And what it does is, especially the first 2 weeks, is it resets your body's metabolism, and it takes away all the internal inflammation, like that constant inflammation. Like, I was always aches and pains constantly, brain fog like crazy. I couldn't even function before noon most of the time. Now I'm up at 6 or 7 in the morning, and I cook breakfast, and I cook lunch, and I cook dinner every day. It's like amazing. And I
yeah.
have all this energy.
Your husband wrote to me and said that he was shocked that
Oh,
you
did
actually
he?
cooked.
Yeah.
No, he didn't,
I know.
but
He's like, "Who are you?" Because, I'm like, I don't know who I am.
But I mean,
So,
I just think it's fantastic because you've had
my
so much
temperature
trouble.
chart.
You've had so much trouble with
Yeah.
headaches and stuff, and it's eliminated
Now
that. It's
it's
fantastic.
only been 2 weeks, so we'll see. Today was like a cloudy day, and I got tired, but I didn't get a headache. I didn't even get headache-y. I just was tired and a little bit of tension in my shoulders.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So way to go, Sharon Bruce. Thanks for Jennifer.
Yay!
Yay.
Go look at her. Go look at her Instagram, Shaz Bruce, and go look at her picture, her before and after picture. And I was like, if she did that in a year, I'm signing up for that.
Yep. Yep.
And
Okay.
not exercising.
Yeah, that ends our diet segment for the day.
Yes. Well,
Okay, so this is
you remember back before I started doing this with you, I tried doing the Fit Stitcher.
yeah.
Remember? And I was doing my beach body, and
Yep.
I'd show the stitching, and I'd be like, okay, now it's time to exercise.
Right.
Exercising. So it's just been something that's been important to me for a long time,
Yeah. That's
So,
fantastic. It's worked so far. It's really great.
yeah.
This is just one of the coolest projects.
Isn't it cute? My temperature. So it's through like October 9th. I haven't done any since October 9th, which was Urian's birthday.
So every one of those crosses is a day. So we're
Yeah, it's the high temperature
yeah, the
for
high
that
temperature.
day. Yeah.
So now we'll start seeing it cool off now.
Yep. Like at the end of September, look, it got cold.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so yes, all right, that was a question I wanted to ask you. Where are we on the which is the last one you put
Oh,
in? So what's the flow?
here.
What's the flow?
It goes from right to left and then down. So this is the
Okay.
middle of summer.
Yeah. So where's the next one go then? Just so I get a sense of how it goes together.
Somewhere here.
It's just kind of random?
Yeah, I go across.
Oh, okay.
Well, they have them in there, and I can't show the chart, but
Right.
and charts on my iPad anyway. But they have them in there, and each month has a different color and a different symbol. And then whenever I finish the cross on the chart in my iPad, I use the little drawing thing, and I draw the number, the date on it. Like
Yeah.
so, if this was number 9, I'll draw a 9 on it. So then I know which one I've stitched, and I know which one is next.
Right.
And you just kind of go along and do 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 till you get to the end.
And Teresa's confirming that this is the Fat Quarter Shop temperature chart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
the pack. I don't know what they're coming out with next year. Unless it's something that I'm like, ooh, that's awesome. But this I love because it's so simple. When I get behind, it's so fast to catch up. And
Yeah.
I can make it into a little pillow. And like on the back, I want to do, for the back of the pillow, I want to do like a little grid that has all of the colors and then what their temperature range is
Oh, okay.
to put on the back of the pillow.
So then each day is just what, 5 stitches?
Yeah, just 5 stitches, just a little plus. Piece of cake.
Okay. Now I know it won't offend you, so I'm going to ask you to flip it over so we can see the back.
Oh, yeah.
Are you carrying threads?
No, I do each day as it comes.
So you start and end it each day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do is I've got, now this is not normal for me. I normally bobbinate. But for this, because of they're all together and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what I do
Is you put them on thread drops, right?
no. I think we've established that I don't do thread drops. It's not going to happen in my house.
Yeah. Message received. Got it.
So, like, see this one here? See how, I cut off a little section that is about right for doing that many threads, for that many
Okay.
crosses. And then what I do is I just cut off as much as I need, and then I just tuck it in the top here, and then I just pull out the little loops as I need it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do.
So it all stays contained right there.
Yeah. Yes. Contained and perfect and organized.
It's really cool to look at that and see how the temperature warms up, and now it'll be interesting to see how it cools off.
And the way you put it back on, you take your little loop-dee, you put it here, and you slide this down, and you grab it, pull it up, and pull it up.
And you're all set.
Ta-da!
Yep.
Like so.
It's like,
that's how I do it. Yeah,
that's a cool project.
Yeah, it's cute. I love it. I'm having fun with it. I'm keeping up with it. Tried temperature charts in the past that you get like the first week and then it's over. So,
yeah, right.
And then my latest Tamari.
Sandy just joined you in the Thread Drop Haters Club, so.
This isn't done, but this is like, it's double stars, and then in these little hexy things, I'll put some flowers. What I want to try is I want to do those, you know how you make those bouillon roses?
Yeah.
I want to practice, and I want to put bouillon roses in there.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm on the back side now, on the other side.
Look at that stiletto you use. Holy smokes.
Well, that's the needle. That's a short one, too.
I know,
that's a little
that's
one.
That's just ridiculous. Oh, man, those would be so cool on there. Roses like that. Oh,
yeah.
Killer.
So I'm going to have to practice because I haven't ever done one. So I'm going to have to practice and do one.
Yeah.
And then do them on here.
Yeah, which will be a little different. Oh, that'll be outstanding.
I can do French knots on here, so I'm sure I can do bouillon roses on here.
Sure, sure. Wow, good idea.
Isn't that cool?
Yep, excellent.
So that's really all that's happening Tamari-wise. And that's what I've been doing. That's all my stuff.
Okay, Inherited wants to know if that's a hand quilting needle.
It is a ginormo needle. I don't know what it is. It's just big.
Needle.
My hand quilting needles are size 11. They're like this big. I use itty bitties. Now, it could be a hand quilting needle if you're doing big stitch quilting, but even then I would use, well, what do I use doing my big stitch quilting? I still use a more of a quilt needle that I can like, because this is too long for me to bop through, you know?
Yeah.
Because I use 11s. I use tiny. They're like an
Okay.
inch long
I do know
when
that
I
that
hand
needle's
quilt.
not going on an airplane.
Well,
TSA'd have that in a heartbeat.
I don't know.
How
I
long is
get
it?
my knitting needles on, and my knitting needles are sometimes my double pointeds are
Yeah.
even longer, and they don't care.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a mechanical pencil can do some serious damage if you really wanted to,
True.
you know?
True. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's a darning needle or a doll needle, says Sue.
yeah, something. I have a variety of sizes. This is my smallest one. It might even be like an embroidery needle because I had these embroidery needles. It's not a milliner's because the head does go out a little, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit
Wicked
bent.
looking nonetheless. Yep.
Yeah, just a little one though. I've got
Uh,
bigger.
uh,
So
cool
yeah,
stuff. Cool
that's
stuff.
what I've been doing.
Yeah,
My kitchen
those
table is
sunflowers
a
are gonna
mess.
those sunflowers are gonna be cool. Yeah.
I know, aren't they so cute?
Mm-hmm.
So cute. I
Mm-hmm.
love it.
Good one.
Ta-da.
Yep.
Yep. And then I always put my initials and the date.
Yep.
It's what I do.
It's gonna be great.
I like to know when I make stuff.
Yep. All right.
So yeah, I don't know. That's
Well,
all I
here we
got.
are already an hour, and
Is
we,
it?
yep, hard to believe.
Nice. All right, you
I
can put
think
you on
we'll,
too now. Otherwise, it's just
oh,
me.
well, you know,
I mean, it's all
there we
good,
go.
but
All right, I think natural stopping point right here. So we're going to stop.
sure.
Thanks to everybody. Send in your emails now to get in the drawings. Do it right away if you haven't already, because I'll go do the drawing here in the next 5 minutes. So send those in right away, one, the other, or both, to be in on the drawing. Check out Claire Warschauer. Get in the thread clubs at Sassy Jack's and hand dyed fabric or hand dyed. Yeah,
What?
hand dyed. What is she called? Why do I do that? Hand dyed fibers.
Oh,
Yeah. But that Cosmo Thread Club, you will not be disappointed in those threads. Nope. So there we go. We did it. All right.
yay.
Thanks,
Good
everybody.
times. Bye.
Christine Miller on Sunday. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Bye.